Okay, I want to talk about Embergen. I'm getting Blender scenes into Embergen. It's a free, fully featured 30-day trial of Embergen, so it's well worth giving a go. Just this default scene already looks impressive, you know, fast and everything. One thing you'd want to do if you come from Wacom land, you need to adjust on the camera, set that the rotation thing way down, zero, because otherwise it just moves all over the place. So put that to something like that, and you've got left. And then what you want to do, so middle mouse, right mouse button is mouse look. So your mouse look, and then it's your kind of Unreal first person, you know, WASD sort of thing. Whoops, he says. Now I've completely lost the thing. Yeah, it takes a little bit of getting used to the navigation. I'm still, as you can see, I'm still grappling with it, but it's well worth getting familiar with. So let's export an FBX out of his. I've seen Suzanne. He's moving and the camera's moving. Export FBX. Either selected objects. I've got very simple scenes, so I'm not going to bother with that. But you need to switch these two things off. Maybe adjust the scale 1 or 10. You're going to see how the fire looks against your object in Embergen, and then you can just drag. Cool thing is you drag your FBX into the flow, and it will appear. But the problem is the monkey's beneath the ground plane, so we need to get rid of the ground plane. So let's just disconnect that. See, it's got the animation and everything, and maybe we want to just disconnect the emission, so it's not emitting anything, and we want the monkey. So if we select the FBX, we can go under the mask, and we can select. You can have multiple masks. You see. And we'll select Suzanne, the monkey, and then we can plug the mask into the emitter. And now, well, you can see there's a slight problem in that the monkey's not emitting the fire all the way down, and that's because the actual bounds of the domain aren't fully encompassing, you know, the object that you want to emit the fire. So, and you might want to make the domain even a bit smaller than that. So let's go 0.05. Okay, something like that, maybe, and then maybe increase the number of voxels within the domain 256. Oops, if I can type 256. Something like that, and then apply. Cool, look at that. And if we go to the camera, our camera is not connected. So if we connect the camera to the Embergen camera, we now have our FBX camera. One other thing you need to set in the FBX, there's this, you need to set the here, frame override, that needs to be set to 24, I think is what we're at. And then the stride, which is how fast the simulation is going under here, I think needs to be set to 2. Doesn't seem to be floating point, because the thing is that it's all simulated at 60 FPS, right? So in the Embergen land, so you need to kind of factor that in with the stride thing. And that is obviously set your frame range to what it's set in Blender. So, you know, 1 to 250. Okay. And then what other things we need to do is set the resolution to match. There's 2 places you need to do that. Under render passes, you need to set here. Where is it? Here. So that would be 1920 by 1080, let's say. 1080, and it will complain because that also needs to be set in the camera. The same here. Okay, so now that's all perfectly matching to our Blender scene. Might want to get rid of the sky. Other things, skybox, so get rid of that. Oh, it's actually lighting the thing. Yeah, you might want to match the lighting and all the rest of it. One other thing we need to do is check that on the export, we're set to sequence. I set my image thing wrong. Okay, yeah, so set that to sequence and put it here in the 1920. 1080, and it will do EXRs, which is what you want. And you also want to set, so you can put your set your EXR there, and we'd want the under export. Oh, okay. Render settings here. We want straight alpha, I think, is the one, and not pre-multiplied. And then that will render, and it will line up perfectly with your Blender render. And you can comp it in After Effects or Nuke or whatever. Yeah, so to actually render it, you just on the export, you hit export now, and that will write out the EXRs to the. Oh, we've got multi. Okay, that's interesting. I'll just go with single. But yeah, I've been pretty impressed with it. In terms of, you need something on fire and quickly, and just avoid the whole. This can write out VDBs here, but I just sort of. I was in a super rush to get something done, and so I thought, oh, well, let's just see if we can get it to line up, and it does work. So that's my little talk about Embergen. Like I say, free for 30 days. I think it's pretty good. Okay, stop the video.